Hello, here we go. Live video number 1. Just for people who are watching this back, I'm just getting the live chat up on my computer so I can see the comments, because on my phone they kind of pop up and then they vanish. Now I am early, hence why there's probably going to be no comments for a while. I decided to come by early for a couple of reasons. Hello, people. Oh, there are people showing up. I was a bit worried people wouldn't show up on time because I was early. My bad. So yeah, as I say, I'm just getting chat up on my laptop now so I can stay up to date with the comments, because they vanish off my phone. And then I'm gonna get right to speaking with you guys. I should have done this before, really, but what can I say? I'm not prepared. I'm never prepared. I'm useless. Also, for those of you who are part of the big Paulie chat, I'm also just putting a quick message in there. So hopefully people will show up from that group. Very unprofessional of me. Now, I did have a couple people ask me if I was going to be taking a pause, because here in the UK we're doing a clap thing for everyone working at the NHS and in retail. Later on, in about literally about 45 minutes, which is one of the reasons why I have come by early. I am. Can I pause this? I don't even know if I can. Let me see what this does. I don't think I can pause it, so I think I'm just gonna go through it, guys. I didn't know that the clap thing was happening. So I think I'm gonna keep going straight for it. I'll just open up my window and give a couple claps out. So then, I should really do some moving about here, because I haven't really got any room. If because I can't see the chat very clearly. If I just move the lamp a bit closer and pull my laptop over, there we go. I can sort of see the comments now. They're over there, and I got the phone here, and I got my drink. So then, I'm gonna get to answering the questions now. Apologies that it's taken me 3 minutes to get around to this. But hello to everyone who said hello at the start. It's very nice to see you all here. It's really cool. As I say, this is my first live stream here on this channel. For those of you who actually followed me from my old channel, RobBoy680, I've done a few live streams over there, so I've done a couple over there before. But of course, that channel had a lot more background. I had about, I know, over 5,000 subscribers on there, which, not in a boastful way. Just sad. I kind of thought, people will turn up to this. But this is my smaller channel, now my main one, so I was a bit curious to see how many people were turning up, and it's really nice to see. We've got 14 people here. I'm very, very happy to see you all here. Thank you. So then, let's have a look at the questions. I've got a video that you're going to love, says Ross Livingstone. What video is that? What have you been doing during your quarantine? You know what? It's actually given me a lot of time to take advantage of other things, like cleaning, reorganize it a bit. I've been doing a lot more working out and stuff. Just things that I've always been meaning to do, that I've been able to do around the house now. Other than that, I've watched a few films, a couple TV shows, and a lot of PlayStation. Are you going to be talking about music on this video? I was subscribed to the old channel, so I'm a sec. You can ask me about anything. This live video is for me to talk to you guys. You can ask me about whatever you want. It does not matter. Have you seen the TV series 24? If not, you should. Should pick up the DVDs. I have not seen it. I'm sure I will probably stream it at some point, because I know of it. It looked pretty good. Let me get my beer ready. Nice one, Mercury. I got my drink here as well. Drink. Get some popcorn as well. Why not? Okay. Doctor Who questions, James. What did you think of the timeless shit show? I hated it. I hated the season 12 final of Doctor Who. I thought it was terrible. So I don't mind you calling it the timeless shit show, because it was generally a shit show. What made you have the idea of collecting Blu-rays? Well, I'd always collected DVDs as a kid, not to this proportion, but I always had like all the Star Wars films. I had like my favorites as a kid were like I had the few Disney animated films, like I had Lion King, Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch, Tangled, Bolt. They were kind of my favorite ones growing up. Tarzan. Had like the Parts of the Caribbean films and the Harry Potter movies. And I, like everyone, you want better quality if you're going to be spending money on products. So I made the decision to upgrade to Blu-ray. And the collector in me went crazy with it. Which is not surprising to people, because people, as I say, we've got a couple here who have come over from my old channel. And you can see behind me, I was really into collecting my records when I was really into my music. And then, kind of inevitably, I realised that my passion was really in movies and TV series and stuff. So I kind of didn't slow down on the records, but started to focus on collecting my Blu-rays more, because it's something I feel more passionate about. What do you think of Prince? I didn't mind Prince. He's not really for me. I'll say that. He was a very good musician, but just personally, not for me. Didn't mind him though. I've been back to the PlayStation more than usually can. What have you been playing? I've been playing this. I bought I bought this when it came out, and I went back to it about 2 months ago. Unlocked loads of stuff, and I bought the DLC for it while I've been off. Jurassic World Evolution. And I've nearly unlocked everything on it now. I've nearly finished it, and it's I've got everything on the base game, but in terms of like the DLC and stuff, I've nearly got all that now as well. This is a really good game, and my mates have all been into this. They've just released the Battle Royale for Call of Duty, so we've been playing a bit of that. It's all right. I'm not a big Battle Royale person, but it's good fun. It's good fun. It's Leo, by the way. Hello, Leo. I remember you from my old live streams on my old channel. My question is, do you wish Disney can release the missing Disney movies on Blu-ray? I'm guessing you mean in terms of like, because I'm doing this series as well. I've got all of these where you've got all the numbers at the top, and they didn't do 6 to 8, 10 and 25, weirdly. And I really wish they'd release them, because it's really weird. I've got all of them here. I've got 1 to 56... but then I've got those random numbers missing. It's annoying, because if I could fill it, I'd fill the gaps, but I can't. My favourite Disney movies are Bolt and WALL-E. Well, WALL-E is technically Pixar, but it is still a fantastic movie. I like Bolt. I actually went to see that one in the cinema as a kid. Line of Duty is definitely another TV show you should check out. To be fair, my mum really enjoys that, and she keeps telling me to check it out. That and Jack Ryan. And I really should watch Jack Ryan, because it's got John Krasinski in, and I love that man. Jim from The Office, for those of you who don't know. Have you been watching The Walking Dead Season 10? I have. I'm a week behind. The last episode I saw was Michonne's last episode. And you know what? The first half of the series was kind of average Walking Dead. It was like, yeah, this is just what I expect. But the back half has been quite good. I'll give it to it. I've always been trying to reconnect with The Walking Dead since its 8th season, so I really didn't like it. And it really does win me back at times, then it just drops the ball again, then it picks it back up. That is The Walking Dead for me. It's just like this. Do you have any plans to review album movies? Oh no, I won't be doing that. I'm not gonna try and bring my music stuff over onto this channel. If I ever want to talk about the stuff I used to talk about my old channel, like, like Give My Regards to Broad Street and Beatles stuff, and all that old classic rock music, I'll revive the old channel. But I just don't really want to do it yet. I ended the channel for a reason, because I was kind of running out of topics. So where are we at? Hey James, I don't mean to sound rude, but can I ask how old you are? Just curious. I'm 22. I turned 23 in November, so I do turn 23 in 2020. So Yeah, a lot of people, again, not to sound boastful, I really don't mean to sound like that, but a lot of people do say that I look younger. I won't be getting that in a few years, I know I won't. um, I played Jurassic World Evolution a bit ago. I need to get back into it at some point. The first time I played Jurassic Park Evolution, because I was learning the game, my park was a mess. It was a train wreck. I had cages all over the place, dinosaurs mixing, dinosaurs getting diseases all over the place and stuff. It was a mess. But then because I learned the basics of the game, I went back to it and started it afresh. And kept on top of everything, and it's a really good game once you know what you're doing on it. You've just got to learn the core basics of the game. I'm not good at games really, but that's my bit of advice for Jurassic World Evolution. Have I seen the Sonic movie? It's absolutely brilliant in my opinion. I saw it and I really enjoyed it. It's one of those films where I don't like saying this about films because a lot of people said this to me when I was moaning about The Rise of Skywalker. They were like, you've just got to turn off. And it's like, if I've got to switch off to enjoy a film, it can't be that good. But Sonic, it's a kid's film. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a talking hedgehog that runs like the Flash. You do have to turn off for that a bit. And it's really fun. It's an innocent kid's film. I had a lot of fun with it. And I can't wait to see the sequel because of what they teased at the end of the first one. Do you know Toy Story 4 has a classic slip? I do, but I didn't get the I stopped getting the classic slips for Pixar. I don't really know why, because I've carried on doing it for Disney. I don't really know why I did that. But yeah, I'm not gonna bother because I haven't got any since the last one I got was Monsters University, which I'm pretty sure they all come out at the same time then. And then Inside Out was the first release after those slips come out. So I just haven't bothered with Pixar. Oh, and Captain Marvel and Endgame slips. Yeah, I don't do the Marvel ones. I only done Phase 1 because none of the Marvel Phase 1 Blu-rays ever had slips here in the UK. So, George S., hello, my good friend. Are you a fan of Rod Stewart? Says, it's Alex. I like Rod Stewart. I like his hits. I've delved into a couple of his albums before. Not something that I can really get behind into collecting his albums and whatnot. Ryan from my Off to the Movies podcast has commented, why is Ryan the best podcast co-host you'll ever have? Probably because he's the only podcast co-host I'll ever have. How long have you been collecting Blu-rays for? I've been, 2011, 2012. I remember the first one that I got where I just wanted to go out and buy loads more was the first Avengers film because it came with a beautiful, it was the 3D one, it came with a beautiful red border, and as you guys know, I love the red borders. So yeah, I think that was, I had a couple Blu-rays prior to that. I had like Avatar, Clash of the Titans, weirdly, The Dark Knight, X-Men Origins Wolverine for some reason. This is before I really got into my films, as you could probably tell, because that's not a great selection of films. But I got the Avengers, and I was like, man, I want more. I went and bought all the previous Marvel films, and then I bought some other superhero movies. I got the Star Wars set. I started buying my favourite TV shows like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead Blu-rays. So I'll probably say 2012. What is your favourite Scorsese movie? I love The Wolf of Wall Street. I love Hugo. I love Schindler's List. I don't know if I could pick between those three. Them three movies are amazing. I need to see Taxi Driver. I've bought Taxi Driver because every time I make a Blu-ray collection video, someone always comments, you need to own Taxi Driver. And since the last one, I've bought it. So, sorry, another music question. For someone who wants to get into modern Blondie, what album would you recommend from 1999 present? I have it on CD down here. This one, it's called Panic of Girls. This is a really, really good album, really good Modern Blondie album, and I would check out the track What I Heard. It's the second track on here, and it's really good. Modern Blondie are very hit and miss. They've had a couple absolutely atrocious records since 99. Have you got a 4K TV yet? No, I was meant to be getting it this month, but then coronavirus happened. Have you ever seen Red Dwarf? I have seen Red Dwarf. Not much of it. I like it. It's just something I've never taken the time to sit down and watch properly. Would you ever consider upgrading 4K discs from Blu-ray when you get... No, look, I've upgraded DVD to Blu-ray. I'm not gonna go Blu-ray to 4K again because I'm not gonna replace this entire collection. It's not worth it. There are a couple films. There are the exceptions. There's like 5, 6 films in my collection I would get 4K copies of. Mad Max Fury Road, Blade Runner 2049, and The Last Jedi are instant ones to me where I'm like, they would look amazing in 4K. Is there a 4K of Moana? Because I'd love to see that in 4K as well. There's a handful of films in my collection, and I literally mean it would be no more than 10, which I've already jumped from 6 to 10, but there's no way I would replace probably more than that, because it seems like a bit of a waste to me. Where did I get to? What did you think of the film yesterday? The film about the guy who wakes up and the Beatles don't exist. I liked it. Do you know what? This film would have been amazing, like really good, if the lead character wasn't so depressing and unlikable. He's just not he wasn't a fun character at all. I don't think the actor did a great job. If they just got a better actor and written him to be a bit more of an interesting character, then I really think I would have enjoyed the film a lot more. My first Blu-ray was Star Trek 2009. I really like that movie. That's a good choice. And that film looks great on Blu-ray. What do you do for a living? Oh dear, where was that question? I've lost where I was. Where we are. What do you do for a living? I make signs. I put up big signs in London. I've taken advantage of that a few times. I've actually, all these posters in my room I made at work. So yeah, they're just on aluminium Diabond boards with gloss laminate over the top, and they look amazing. So I just put a little bit of double-sided tape on the back, got some bits of foam behind so they're off the wall, so there's a bit of shadow effect on them. Press them onto the wall and they got a nice shiny look to them, and they're amazing. Hello there, General Kenobi. Hi. Got any podcast recommendations? Well, my favourite podcast that I listen to is Off to the Movies, which I've just listed my own podcast. No, my favourite podcast I listen to, which isn't mine, is what's their name? The Weekly Planet, Mr. Sunday Movies. People probably know their YouTube channel. The Weekly Planet is a great podcast. A couple of Australian guys, they're fantastic. Are you in a relationship? Why, Anthony? Is there something you want to ask me? I've just ordered 11 films for my birthday. Popbox. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. How many Stanley Kubrick films have you seen? He's my favourite director. Oof, I'm not sure. I've seen a couple, I'm pretty sure. I've seen a couple. Hi, mate. Do you have a 4K TV set up yet? Jaws and Back to the Future is coming. I wouldn't get Jaws and Back to the Future in 4K, personally. I don't really see the massive upgrade they can do there, other than the sound. Oh, pardon me. I haven't got my 4K set yet. I was meant to be getting it this month, but coronavirus just shot everyone's plans out the water. Would you do a monthly Blu-ray hauls? I've actually filmed this. I did. About a couple months ago, I filmed everything I got over the last month, and the video kept going wrong. So I've tried to do it, and I still might go back and try to redo it 1 month. But lately, I haven't really been getting as many, and I really don't know if there's much point me doing it for a few months, because at the minute, there's no films coming out in the cinema, so pre-orders are going to go down. I really don't know if there's much point for a while, to be honest. I've bought the original Star Wars trilogy 6 times, I think. 7 if you include buying Disney halls. Disney Plus, sorry. That's impressive, 6 times. How many times have I bought Star Wars? I had the original DVDs. I got the Blu-ray sets. That's about it. I got like 2 copies of Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rogue One, because that was when I was all fired up about Star Wars, before Disney started letting me down. I got like the regular Force Awakens and the 3D, and then I got Target exclusives of Rogue One and The Last Jedi. Okay. Not going to sound rude, but would you seen less movies in 1 year, but you have seen more the previous years? I'm not 100% sure what you mean there, Ross, but I can tell you now this year I'm going to see less movies, if that's what you mean. Because, whoa, there's not many movies coming out this year now, is there? But I got to see a load of films last year. Last year was a fantastic year for movies, absolutely fantastic. Do you like South Park? I don't mind South Park. It's just one of them things I never super got into, but it's alright. The Movie Geek, how are you doing with everything? You know, I'm doing okay. You know, it's a bit of a shit time at the minute. You know, the whole world is stuck inside. It's boring, and just but that's in a way a good thing for me because there are people going through far worse than me, and so when you've just gotta be aware of what's going on in the world, and people are going through some shit stuff at the minute. They really are. So for me, I'm doing fine, really. Okay, I've just completely lost where I was again. Oh god, there's so many comments. Wow, thank you guys. This is amazing. I really didn't expect this many people to show up. This is pretty impressive. Have you ever listened to Pet Sounds? I've listened to Pet Sounds and I love it. I think it's a fantastic album. I've got an original mono copy of it. From 67? 67? Or was it 66? Do you have a favourite rapper? Don't really listen to rap music. It's not my thing. Do you have any steelbooks? No, I sold all my steelbooks. Didn't like them. I'm not a steelbook fan. Moana is 4K on Disney+. Very, very nice. Well, when I get a 4K TV, I'll be watching that immediately. But I've already watched Moana once on Disney+, actually. It's my favourite of the recent Disney films. I watched Frozen 2 over the weekend for the first time, funny enough. So I'm now up to date on Disney again. Where do I get to? Do you like Django Unchained? Django Unchained is my favourite Quentin Tarantino movie. I think it's great. Yes, I got that with yesterday. I could not invest in the character. Yeah, he just wasn't likeable. Hello, George Murphy. Can I send you the video? It's on my copy. Go for it, Ross. I don't know where you're going to send me this video. I don't know what the video is, but you go for it and I'll watch it after the live stream. Best corny Bond movie. Octopussy. I'm a bit of a sucker for Die. Is it Die Another Day? The one with Halle Berry and Toby Stevens. I think it's that one. Where did I get to? Are you into gaming at all? Yeah, we literally just spoke about gaming. I'm not big on games. I'm not very good at them, as my friends will tell you. If Ryan's still watching, he'll tell you that. He knows I suck at games. But I've been playing a few games during my time off, and this is the one I've been playing. Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World Evolution. Have you watched The Walk yet? Nope, still haven't watched that. Been on my shelf for about a year at least. Are you excited about the upcoming Let It Be doc by Peter Jackson? Yeah, should be good. I mean, there's not going to be as much unseen footage as people are probably expecting, but hey, we'll see. Would you still upload some album reviews every now and then? Not in a minute. As I said, that I was saying earlier about my old channel. It's I ended it for a reason. I don't really want to bring it back just yet. I stopped doing it because I was running out of topics and lacking in motivation to talk about music. I missed out on the Knives Out first edition, so I had to settle for the normal 4K. Hey, as long as you got the film, Knives Out, fantastic movie. And all those Rian Johnson haters out there who are just going to hate it because his name's on it, you guys can sod off because I thought it was amazing. I was looking forward to seeing the Black Widow movie before the virus kicked out. Well, so was I. I mean, it's just one of those things where I don't blame Disney at all. I honestly, if I was Disney, I'd probably just put a halt on everything that's going to the cinema until 2021, personally. I'd be like, that seems like that's so far off now that they're probably going to be in the clear. I know that they're probably not going to be able to do that because they've got to schedule stuff in. But you got to think, because I know some people were getting upset, and I saw like the Walking Dead finale got delayed, for example, and I saw loads of Walking Dead fans going, "Really? Are you serious?" Blah blah blah. You guys, well, you got to be understanding about these things. They're trying to think like a business and stuff. They don't want to release something that's unfinished, or in terms of cinema, they don't want to release something while people are still afraid to go out. They're thinking money. They're thinking we're better off saving it for when we're completely in the safe so everyone can go see it. Say my name, Lanco Films. Say my name. Oh god, I've just lost my place again. Where's Say My Name? There it is. Have you seen Rush Hour and Bad Boys and Lethal Weapon? I've seen Lethal Weapon. Haven't seen the others. My wife wants to know if you're into Harry Potter. I really like Harry Potter. I've got a super duper nice set. I'll show you this. You can show your wife this. This is super nice. I've got it right next to my... Right with my James Bond set. I've got these... They're right on top of each other. I've got these two nice, super nice sets. There's my Harry Potter one. Called the Hogwarts Collection. All 8 films in there. Really, really nice little set. I like Harry Potter a lot. It's a good little series of films. I was meant to say, it's funny you've seen less movies this year than the previous year. You've seen tons. In fairness, there's an excuse for not seeing as many films this year. Did you enjoy The Gentleman? I absolutely loved The Gentleman. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I think Guy Ritchie is a fantastic filmmaker. I've seen every single Guy Ritchie movie now. I went and watched them all. So yeah, that was a good time. You should have auditioned for Shazam. I've had a couple people comment on here saying that, like, not on this live stream, but on this channel, saying I look like Shazam. I don't think I do much. I don't know. I'm definitely not bulky enough. I mean, could you imagine me going up against The Rock when they do Black Adam? Shazam versus Black Adam? God, he'd annihilate me. How you ever fired 2 guns whilst jumping through the air? What quote is this from? God damn it, I know this quote. Have you ever fired 2 guns while jumping through? Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz? I'm pretty sure it's Hot Fuzz. What are you more excited for? Matt Reeves, the Batman, or Spider-Man 3? Oh, that is tough, because I know that Spider-Man's going to be good. I really like these 2 new Spider-Man films. I know that some people don't. Whatever, I don't care. I really enjoy them. Matt Reeves, the Batman, I'm more curious about, but that has the potential to be really good, or it could just go the other way. I don't know. I'm gonna go safe. No, I'm not gonna go safe. I'm gonna go Batman, because there's so many villains popping up in that. I'm gonna go to Matt Reeves' Batman. Where do we get to? Do you like Hitchcock movies? If so, which ones? I don't really know. I guess more along the lines of the obvious picks, I suppose, for that one. I would love to see your reaction. Oh, that's probably to one of your previous messages there, Ross. I'm not too sure which one it was for now, though. Do you play Uncharted? No, a couple of my mates been telling me to get it. Need to. I really want to get The Witcher after watching the TV show. Do you play football in your younger days? If so, what position? Nah, I played it at school. I'm not big into football. When I was at school, I always used to do swimming. I belonged to a swimming club. I used to do some tennis, table tennis. That's about it. My favourite movie of last year was Waves. I didn't see that one. Out of the 104 films I saw, I didn't see your favourite. Recommended watch for quarantine. I'll do it. Okay, I've lost my position again. It's a 53-second video. Okay, as I say, once I've done all the podcast, Ross, I'll watch it for you. Do you like Twin Peaks? There's another one that my mum loves, and she keeps telling me to watch. My mum watches so many TV shows. She handles the TV shows in this house, and I have handled the films. What's your dream cast for a movie? 5 actors and a director. Oh, well, the Avengers has got it covered now, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that off the top of my head, because I don't really have like a pick of favourite actors. But at the minute, I'm in love with the director, Taika Waititi. So if Taika Waititi would be my pick for director, actors, God, I can't do 5 off the top of my head. I've got so many questions here I need to catch up with. But I can do director for you. I'd go Taika Waititi. He's a great filmmaker at the minute. If you could get an actor to play you in a movie, who would it be and why? Might as well be Zachary Levi, because everyone says he looks like me. Do you think this whole lockdown has turned into a quiet place? It's been a lot quieter out there, that's for sure. I wanted A Quiet Place to come out in streaming. Yeah, again, you got to think like the filmmakers here. I mean, that one was one which I could have seen going to streaming, considering some of the other films that have gone streaming, but they want to make money on it, and the best way for them to make money is hold off and put it into cinema. You look like Dean Charles Chapman. Sure, oh god, I don't really know who he is off the top of my head. That one might come back to bite me in the arse. People might be like, you don't know who he is? Are you going to get Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker in 3D Blu-ray? I'm going to get a 3D Blu-ray because I've got all the other new Star Wars films on 3D. I haven't got it on pre-order yet because I'm still angry at the movie. So we'll see. Oh, next comment, Popbox. I hated The Rise of Skywalker. So did I. One Blu-ray I'm surprised you don't have is Small Soldiers. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Jordan Douse. What are you drinking? I'm drinking some hooch, and I put it in a gin glass for some reason. Not really sure why. I just pulled a glass out of the cupboard and it was a gin glass, so I'm drinking hooch. Have a gin glass. It's how real men drink. They don't. What is your favourite Doctor Who season? It can be old and new. Season 4 of the modern era, David Tennant. What a cracking series. Season 3 is very close because you hit the back half of Season 3. You have Human Nature, Family of Blood, Blink, Utopia, The Sound of Drums, and what is the last episode called? You know what I mean. The triple part with the Master. They're all like 10 out of 10 episodes. So the back half of Season 3 is damn perfection. Hi, what is your name, by the way? My name is James. My name is James. You're a Brit? I'm definitely a Brit. I was recently made redundant last week from my job at Cineworld. Oh, sorry to hear that, bud. It's shit time, isn't it? Really is. Loads of new big films hold now. Hopefully life will return in October. I hope so. I'm meant to be going on holiday in July. Thankfully, it is in the UK, so that might happen. But, you know, it's shit times we're living in. Utterly shit times. Popbox, I'm a Brit. Well, hey. Who's your favourite Joker? Well, if we're going to count every Joker, it's Mark Hamill. I think he does an amazing job. But if we're going with just live action ones, it's easily Heath Ledger. Witcher 3 is on offer. Yeah, I know. That's the one that I want to get, The Witcher 3. I've looked at it like twice. I looked at Team Sonic Racing today as well. A few games I've been looking at buying. And instead I just went and bought more DLC for this. I'm going to get one, though. I'm going to get one. I've still got at least another week off, so. Oh, God, I've lost my spot again. I've lost my spot. I saw the new Batman being filmed in Liverpool. Oh, that's cool. I've seen some of the set photos and it looks good. Looks interesting. It's you know, a lot of people are jumping on it because it doesn't look like any other version of Batman we've seen on the big screen yet, and I think that's great. Batman has not been done properly on the big screen yet. He hasn't. The 80s and 90s ones were too cartoonish. The Dark Knight were too realistic. I'm not sure what was going on with the one in Justice League, to be honest, and Batman v Superman. Although maybe the one in Batman v Superman come a little bit close, actually. Not in terms of look. So yeah, you know, it's interesting how people just destroy Batman instantly before they even give him a chance. Rank the Shrek films. 2, 1, 4, 3. I'm looking Tiki doing. Oh, I'm looking Tiki doing Thor 4. I guess that means you're looking forward to Taika doing Thor 4. So am I. Thor. Taika Waititi is amazing. I've seen all these films, but boy, go check out What We Do in the Shadows. That's an amazing Taika Waititi movie. I just see someone put we have the same Shrek ranking. Great, love it. Hey mate, did you watch Parasite? Really good movie. I did watch Parasite. I'm going to have to quickly just grab my phone charger because I've just got a warning come up that I'm on 10%. Again, very unprofessional of me. Let me just grab this so that this doesn't die on me too quick. Pop. Come on. There we go. Right, that's it. The podcast should actually stay alive now. It is getting to 8 o'clock though, guys. So if anyone is going to go out and do your clapping, I thought I'd give you a reminder because I don't want to be the distraction for making you miss it. I would go outside and clap, but I said I'd do this, and I completely, like yesterday when I said I was going to do this, I did not realise there was going to be another clapping thing today. So anyway, I'm sure all the people that work at the NHS want more money instead of clapping anyway, but there's my 2 takes on it. I'm not going to get into politics, I'm not going to do it. Hey mate, dude, you watch Parasite? Really good film. Loved Parasite. I'm pretty sure I just said this. I thought it was amazing. I'm like Woody in Toy Story at the moment with this lockout we are doing. Where did I get to? Keep on losing where I am. Dean Charles Chaplin is from 1917 and plays Blake. Oh, which one? Is Blake the main one or is that the brother? Because I think if you're saying I look like one of them, I definitely think I look more like the brother, not the tall ginger guy. Small Soldiers is a classic 90s movie. I'll have to check it out. Still loads of films out there that I need to see, of course. What do you think of The Favourite? I'm not a big fan of that director. I haven't seen The Favourite, but I watched his previous film, The Lobster, and I know some people love it, and I know it's different, it's quirky, and it's very artistic, and it's very creative. Just weren't for me. I was thinking then, why is someone beeping outside? I forgot we got the 8 o'clock thing going on. Where do we get to? Gotta go. Thanks for answering my questions. No worries, Popbox. Thank you for coming by. Thoughts on Robert Pattinson as Batman? I'm really excited. You know, people always judge Batman actors as well. No one gets a chance. No one does. And then all of a sudden they pop up and they're all right. People slagged off Ben Affleck. And you know what? While Batman v Superman weren't that good and Justice League sucked, he was one of the decent things about it. He was quite good. If Robert Pattinson is Batman, Peter Pettigrew should play Joker. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm really happy we're not getting the Joker in this film, to be honest. I'm all jokered out. I want to see other Batman villains. He's got so many villains. And yet we just keep seeing the Joker again and again. I don't care about the Joker anymore. I really don't. You said you worked for a printing company. Are you a printer? I'm a digital printer myself. Yes, we got, you know, where I work, we got a big printer and we just mostly do big holdings for building sites. We print massive banners and put them up in London. But as I said, I've snuck out a few little posters for myself. What's your favourite MCU movie? You know, until last year it was Winter Soldier, but I don't know, Endgame was such a good ending. I almost kind of want to give it to that. Do you like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? I do. I think he was amazing as the Joker, but I feel like the movie The Joker got overrated as hell. It really did. And I know some people are not going to be happy to hear that. My reason for it is because everyone was kind of riding off his performance, which was great. I'm not going to take away from that. The cinematography and the score was also really good. Film itself was more on the average. It just didn't really do much for me. It was a very steady moving film. Nothing was really developed in it other than him. You know, it was good. It was a good movie. I'd give it like a 7. I do really enjoy it, but it got overrated a lot. Could Harry Potter lift? I don't know what that means, the Irish nerd. I don't know if that's a Harry Potter spell or something. I don't know what you're on about. How's the lockdown there, mate? Yeah, it's alright. People at the minute, we got this 8 o'clock thing on where people were going out and cheering for the NHS and key workers, which I'm missing because I said I'd do this. I forgot that the clapping was on. To be honest, I'm not massively... I think it's nice to go out and clap for people, but at the same time, it's like... I think the government should be giving them more money. So it's like, I'm kind of on two sides about this clapping thing. But anyway, as I say, I'm not going to get into... I'm not going to get into politics. It's not good for anyone. Hey, dude. How you get on with the Doctor Who Series 26? I really enjoyed Season 26. Oh, it started off a bit weak, actually. And people were telling me it ended really well, and I was a bit scared. But like the first two stories were a bit wobbly, but the later two were really good. Frank Zappa, what's your thoughts? I can't tell you an album. I don't know Frank Zappa albums. I've only bought one in my entire life. But I don't mind Frank Zappa, he's alright. Great channel, by the way, from Nick Butler. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Led Zeppelin album ranking. Oh, 4, 2, 3, 1, and then the rest. I only really listened to the first 4. Favourite song would be... I don't want to go obvious, Stairway to Heaven, but that's so good. I like Black Dog. I'll go Black Dog. It's a bit different. Favourite bounty hunter from the Clone Wars? Oh, it's Bane or Bosk. I love Bane and Bosk. Hi, James. Sorry, you've already answered this. Oh, no, I haven't answered this. It's fine. Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I did. I saw it in the cinema. Waiting for the Blu-ray to go down in price. Finally got to £10, so I bought it and watched it at home. It's a good film. Didn't love it, but it's a good film. Favourite Fast and Furious movie? I'm going to go 7. Yeah, I like the 7th one. I think that's a good movie. Thoughts on Ringo's No No song? We're talking about Ringo Starr now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's alright. I'm not big on Ringo's solo career. You remind me of Jim Stark. Who is Jim Stark? I don't know who that is. Hi, James, mate. I'm Luke, by the way, mate. I'm one of your subscribers, pal. Oh, thank you so much. It's you know, it's really, I feel like I'm doing this all over again because I got to, you know, I've done all this on my old channel, but it still amazes me that I've done another channel and the subscriber number is still going up. I still got people who keep wanting to listen to me talk about movies now. You all wanted to listen to me talk about music for some reason. Now we're talking about movies. I always get surprised that people want to keep listening to me. The Joker is the best Batman villain. Oh, yeah, I'd agree with that, I'm pretty sure. A little bit hesitant there, because there's so many other great ones. It's just, I've had enough of the Joker. He's just, you know, where's the Riddler? Where's the Riddler? Where's the Penguin in one of these movies? It's, you know, Deathstroke. There's so many cool Batman villains which are not getting the time of day, because the Joker's hogging the spotlight. Oh, it's a Goblet of Fire joke about... Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Ross. I haven't seen Harry Potter in a while. So, remember The Dark Knight? I remember that movie. I guess that's a comment towards when we were talking about Batman a while back. Have you read the Harry Potter books? No. I don't do much reading. I read a few things. I read the first Game of Thrones book. Other than that, it's mostly been autobiographies I've read. Which film director would you mostly prefer? Oh, like, who's my favourite film director? Who is my favourite film director? Christopher Nolan is a great shout, and he'd easily be in my top 3. But I think I'd go with... I'm going to go Martin Scorsese. Thoughts on Back to the Egg? I think it's in my top 5 McCartney albums. It's alright. It's got some high moments and low moments. I wish Alan Rickman didn't die. I would have loved to have seen Harry Potter prequels. Well, hey, I mean, I wish none of these great actors would pass away. Alan Rickman was a truly fantastic actor. Although, if we do see Harry Potter prequels, which I'm sure we'll get. I know Fantastic Beasts prequel, but if we get Harry Potter prequels to the Harry Potter characters, we'll see them. But Alan Rickman wouldn't have been in them anyway, because they would have got a younger actor. The movie Joker is supposed to be rated R. It's the story of the Joker's failed dark character. I saw the movie. I know what it's about. What? Oh, where do we? What's your favourite Beatles song? Mine's a Hard Day's Night. Something from Abbey Road, George Harrison track. Mjolnir is Thor's hammer. I can't say that word. My mates take the piss out of me for saying it. Mjolnir. I'm not gonna get into it. I don't need everyone else taking the piss. What movie franchise do you prefer, Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts? Well, the Harry Potter, obviously. Fantastic Beasts had two films, and one of them was awful. What's your favourite 80s movie? Terminator 2, Judgment Day, I think. Yeah, I think it's that. Mine has to be... Jurassic Park is 90s. Jurassic Park is a 90s movie. Favourite to least favourite Batman films? Oh God, there's so many now. Dark Knight, Batman Begins, original Batman. Where are my Batman films? Original Batman, Dark Knight Rises, Batman 2, whatever that one's called. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. Batman vs Superman, Batman 3, Justice League, and Batman and Robin. I'm pretty impressed I've done that. I recommend Memento. That's the one Christopher Nolan movie I haven't seen. I need to watch it. Who keeps pressing the like and unlike? Yeah, who keeps doing that? Just keep it on the like. What's your favourite Harry Potter film? Prisoner of Azkaban. Easy. The Joker on Gotham is another great portrayal. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I've seen Gotham. I've got the box set up there. I've seen it. That was a decent show as well. It's the same thing. It just goes like this, Gotham. It's like every time they do something good, they do something really dumb. What is your favourite Stephen King movie? I don't know. I don't watch loads of Stephen King movies. I'm going to go with probably The Shining. That's Stephen King, yeah. I'm not great with horror. I'll be the first to admit it. Do you like the Jumanji movies? I like all three. I think they're all really fun. You got to take them with a grain of salt. You got to know what you're watching. You know you're watching something a bit silly there. Just got to run with it. Who's got my favourite series of Bond? Who's my favourite? My favourite is probably Sean Connery, the original. But my favourite Bond film is Casino Royale. It's just... I like Skyfall as well, but the other two Daniel Craig films are just not that great. Spectre's okay. What are the most underrated movies you would recommend for all of us to watch? A really underrated movie. A film which I've always been pushing people to watch ever since I saw it is What We Do in the Shadows, which is a Taika Waititi movie. And no one gave it the time of day because it was before Thoughts, before people knew who he was. And it's amazing. Also, no one saw this film in the cinema. Christopher Robin. This is just such a sweet, innocent movie. It's just very kind and I love it. Ryan's back. And for those of you who don't know, every time I've done a live podcast, a live stream on my other channel, my friend Ryan, who does the podcast with me, would always comment about toothbrushes. If The Rise of Skywalker was a toothbrush colour, what would it be? It would be brown, because the film is shit. Do you like Bob Dylan music? Yes, I own every single Bob Dylan album. I really enjoy Bob Dylan. Schindler's List is Spielberg, by the way, not Scorsese. I knew that. Was you calling someone else out, though? Because I knew that. Have you ever seen Paul McCartney live? I think he's amazing. And he does a 3-hour set at his age. Yeah, I've seen Paul McCartney live. Of course I have. He's... oh, I didn't mean to sound rude there. He's my favourite musician. I think he's incredible. And the fact that he's still going is so impressive. So impressive. Right, I always think Jurassic Park is an 80s... To be fair, I always thought Jurassic Park was an 80s movie when I was younger as well. I'm completely guilty of this as well for some reason. T2 was released in 91, not the 80s. Look at that. I got it wrong. I got it wrong too. Then what would be my favourite 80s movie? Aliens. That was 80s. Aliens. Where do we get to? Oh, look, there's an Terminator 2 91. Have you seen the early Spielberg film called Duel from 72? Excellent movie. I haven't. My mum used to own it on DVD downstairs. I was tempted a while ago that I would put it on, and I've still yet to put the film on. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I was the only one who messed up. Both fake 80s fans. Thoughts on Stanley Kubrick? I don't really know much about this guy's movies, I'm not gonna lie. The couple I have seen, they're alright. I've got an extra copy of Memento on Blu-ray I could give to you, but it doesn't... Oh, it's alright, mate. Honestly, I can pick one up cheap when I can get out to the shops again. But thank you for the offer anyway. It is much appreciated. What's my number one favourite movie? It's either A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back. They're my two favourite films ever. I always flip-flop them. I can never decide what's better out of Empire and A New Hope. I love them both. Do you like the movie Deer Hunter? Have not seen it. I will have to put that on my list to watch. I don't know who this director is, James Thomas. Humphrey Bogart. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. A lot of people say they hate Iron Man 2. It's not bad. What do I think of the second part to the Iron Man films? I like them. I like Iron Man 2. You can tell at times it's just building up for the Avengers, and that's fine. But it is fun. The characters are interesting to watch. The directing's good. The visuals are fantastic. The score's good. It still moves at a good pace, and I like Whiplash. I thought he was funny. I wanted my bird. Where did we get to? Have you ever watched The Vampire Diaries? It's a really great TV show. Yeah, I'm personally not a fan of that one, I'm afraid. My sister watches it, and I've seen, like, the whole first season, and not for me. What is your favourite Doctor? Doctor from Doctor Who? David Tennant. I grew up with him. To be fair, I'm one of the few people, well, no, not few, it had a lot of viewers. I shouldn't say that, but I was watching Doctor Who day one of Christopher Eccleston. So, as soon as the first episode of the Revived series happened, I was there. I've been watching that show since day one of the revival. Not the original, because I'd have to be over 50 years old for that. I'd have to be like 57 or 8 or something. Clearly, not that old yet. What 4K TV and player were you planning on buying? I think it was a Samsung. We spoke to a few people about it in these TV shops, Harvey's and stuff, and PC World. And they were all telling me to get a Samsung. So it probably would have been a Samsung, even though I'm not a big Samsung fan. They kept telling me it was the best. Ghostbusters is a good 80s movies. Where did I get to? Yep, I love the original Ghostbusters. I think it's fantastic. Miss Doubtfire is a good one. I love Miss Doubtfire. That's a great film. Popbox, I'm back. Hello, Popbox. Where do we... Went to clap for the NHS. No worries, bud. Since we are on lockdown, I would watch all the MCU movies via the timeline. Yeah, honestly, if I don't really have any plans for rewatching MCU anytime soon because it's still very fresh. But it would be fun to watch them in order of when they happen. So what you do, Captain America, the First Avenger first, Captain Marvel, and then you go to Iron Man. And I think you put the two Guardians films next to each other because they only happened a month apart, I think. So yeah, that would be fun. Do you like the movie Moonlight? I haven't seen Moonlight. No, I've seen Spotlight. I always get the titles mixed up there. What would you think is the best and worst Star Wars movies? Again, my favourite Star Wars movie is either A New Hope or Empire. I flip-flop it all the time. Worst one, easy, big shock, Rise of Skywalker. That is my worst Star Wars movie. Would you say Emperor Palpatine is the best part of Rise of Skywalker? Because no one seems to say that. No, he's definitely not the best part. He wasn't written well at all. It weren't explained how he returned. His lines, his dialogue was awful. He looked horrible. His death was embarrassing. His powers were so overpowered, it was a joke. Oh god, here comes the Rise of Skywalker comments. I can feel them coming, and I just won't stop bitching about the film. What do you think of the Twilight films? I'm not a fan. Of course I'm not a fan. Look at me. I get why people enjoyed them. You know, I always try to understand why people don't like stuff I like. I get why people like them. So, but hey, you know. Have you ever seen Dexter? Yes, I have. I've only seen bits though, so don't ask me too many questions on it. Do you watch anything on Netflix and Disney Plus or Amazon Prime? I watch stuff on all of them. Amazon Prime, I just watched The Boys last year. That was an amazing TV show. I watched a few other bits on Amazon Prime. Can't think of it off the top of my head. Disney Plus, I've been watching a few of their original movies. Netflix, I watched a load of stuff on Netflix. You know, Stranger Things. There's one that just came out called I'm Not Okay With This, which I just watched. Umbrella Academy. I've just thought as well, Prime. I also watched Good Omens. There's another one from that. I mostly use Prime to watch The American Office, though. I watched 2 episodes right before this podcast. I keep saying podcast, live stream. What's wrong with me? Which version of The Office do you... Oh my god, look at that. The very next question. Look, I'm normally always on the UK side for comedy. I think the British comedy is a lot better than American comedy. But in this particular case, there's one very case... The US comedy is so much better. Hey, is it just me or is it a bit blurry? This side of my camera is a bit blurry. My front-facing camera is blurry. I'm not sure why. I've got it front-facing for the podcast so I can... podcast live stream. So I can see what I'm doing. But in my videos, I have started turning it around. I hate Jodie Whittaker's Doctor to You. I don't hate her. I think that she has potential to be really good. She's just got terrible writers around her. Favourite Spider-Man film and actor? Favourite actor, I'm just going to do live action ones because I don't know all the animated ones. In terms of actors, is Tom Holland. I think he's perfect for the role. Favourite Spider-Man film is Into the Spider-Verse. But if you don't want to count that, because it's animated, Homecoming. I actually enjoyed The Rise of Skywalker. Well, don't listen to me, Karen. Don't let me ruin it for you. I'm not here to ruin things for people, but I want to be honest. So I'm going to try not to talk about it unless anyone gets asked me about it now. What's your favourite X-Men movie? Mine is Logan. I completely agree. Logan is definitely the best one. Since you enjoy Doctor Who, have you seen The Good Doctor on Sky Witness? No, I have not. I've heard of it, though. Do you think Kathleen Kennedy is to blame? Because if she planned out the trilogy, it would have been better. There's a lot of people to blame. There's a lot of... all the way back to The Force Awakens. But when The Force Awakens came out, it was a good movie. So we were blind to the fact that behind the scenes, it was already becoming a mess. I couldn't tell you who's to blame because I'm not working behind the scenes. But I think she's a big part of the problem and I think she needs to go. But there's a lot of people to point the finger at. What would you rather, Game of Thrones or Black Sails? Black Sails, because it was consistent to the end. Game of Thrones got to Series 7 and it bottled it, especially Series 8. Terrible. Have you seen Ozark? Have not seen that. Not sure what that is. Do you like the X-Files series? I've never seen it. I know, people tell me I should. I recommend the show White Collar. It's on Netflix. I've got Netflix, so that's a possibility. You should do a video on ranking your top 10 Office episodes. That's a great idea. I love the American Office. It's so good. What ones did I watch today? I watched the merger, where the 2 companies merge in season 3. And then the episode after that, where it's the Christmas party. And Michael tries to take his girlfriend, Carol, to Jamaica. They're only on their 9th date. And she breaks up with him. And then they go to the restaurant and he brings 2 girls back to the office Christmas parties. Hilarious. So good. Favourite Star Wars movie? I can't choose between A New Hope or The Empire Strikes Back. They're both fantastic movies. Either one of them. LOL podcast is definitely stuck in your head. It is, isn't it? I don't know what's happening. What is your favourite DC animated movie so far, mate? I haven't seen many. I bought that 4K set that come out, and there was a Suicide Squad film in that. Let me grab it because I want to give you a name. It was Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. That's the set I bought. That was good. I haven't seen many of the animated films, and I know I should because I hear they're amazing. I did just watch the animated Harley Quinn TV show, so I'm trying to get better with that stuff. In order, Doctor Who series go, because I just don't get what order to watch them in. Well, you just basically do all the classic seasons in order, and then you just do all the modern ones in order. But the modern TV show follows the classic series. Doctor Who goes in order. It's just, you know, just go in order. That's the best way to do it. Favourite Roger Moore Bond film? Live and Let Die. I like that one. Can you give some movie suggestions? I don't. Well, I would say again. This is like the third time I brought this film up now, because everyone who I've told to go watch this film and has watched it loved it. Go watch What We Do in the Shadows. Taika Waititi movie. It's fantastic. It's a little low budget New Zealand movie. It's hilarious. Taika Waititi is the star of it. So anyone who watched Thor Ragnarok is gonna love it. It's great. Also, Nice Guys. No one seems to talk about that film. And Christopher Robin again. I'll chuck that one out there. Did you meet Robert Downey Jr. in person, or did you get? No, I didn't meet him in person. No, I bought the autograph. If I met him, well, hey, I would have done like 20 YouTube videos on it. Thanks for putting out great content. Oh, thank you, Anthony. It does mean a lot. Thank you so much, my friend. You should watch the audience reaction to the Rise of Skywalker video on YouTube. It's hilarious. I've seen a few. I found one today where people were just laughing and booing at the end. It's basically from like where the kiss happens to when she says "I'm Rey Skywalker," and there's people. You can just hear the anger in the fans. What's your favourite Marvel and DC movie? Favourite Marvel film it was Captain America: The Winter Soldier for the longest time, but I sort of feel like it's got to be Avengers Endgame now because that film was executed so perfectly. Favourite DC film? You know, it would probably be The Dark Knight. It's a bit of a boring choice, but it would be The Dark Knight. Do you like Lethal Weapon? Yeah, I haven't seen them in the longest time now. And Lethal Weapon 2, I think so. I just haven't seen them in ages. Have you watched Friday? What is Friday? I don't know what Friday is. What's your favourite Ryan Reynolds film? Again, I think I'd have to be a bit boring. Just go with Deadpool. Green Lantern. Favourite couple movie? You know what is like those Adam Sandler films? Some of those old lovey-dovey ones like The Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates. How old are you? I'm 22. 22. Favourite video game series? Mine has always been Paper Mario, my childhood. I don't know. I'm not big on games. I loved the Red Dead Redemption, the original. I've still got it here, my PS3. And I absolutely adored the story blades of Red Dead Redemption 2. So I guess I'd probably go with that because both games have just been super high quality and I love them. I've seen Agent Carter Season 1. I haven't seen Agent Carter Season 2. Got it on Blu-ray. Really need to watch it. It's on Disney Plus now as well. But I've seen Agent Carter Series 1. I enjoyed it. What did you think of Shutter Island? Incredible movie. The ending just... mind exploded. What's your favourite Fast and Furious movie? That would be Fast and Furious 7. Hi, James. Have you seen the show Battlestar Galactica or Lost? Definitely two of my all-time favourite shows. I haven't. I really haven't. I need to watch Lost, but I hear the ending is awful. So, I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen it. Favourite Timothy Dalton Bond film? Which one was he? Was he the one who only done one film? Are you trying to trick me? My favourite movie theatre reaction styles is people yelling at some poor bloke for having the flash. And oh, when I go, turn the light off, you fucking moron. That one was great. Do you have all the Fast and Furious movies? I do. I bought this box for like a tenner, which is 1 through 6. And then it took me like 2 years to get around to watching them because I kept judging them. I was like, oh, they look shit. Anyway, I eventually watched them all. By that point, 7 and 8 was super cheap on Blu-ray, so I picked these up for like £5 each. And I did pre-order Hobbs and Shaw because I was like, I want to stay complete. And I really enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw. I thought it was super stupid, but I enjoyed it. My favourite Marvel and DC movie is Logan and Joker. Oh, Joker, really? I'm joking. Oh God, sorry. I'm still not over the hype that film got. What is the worst movie ever? Oh, well, it's funny, in terms of quality, it's either something like The Room or Cats, but they're so bad, they're hilarious. I love to watch them because they're so shit, they're funny and creepy and weird. Worst film I've ever watched, where I just wanted it to end, and I honestly debated about leaving, Transformers The Last Night. That film, Jaws of Revenge is terrible as well. That film's not funny bad, that's just awful. Oh, I skipped one here, sorry. Do you have a favourite actor? I don't have a favourite actor. I mean, there's a handful that I absolutely love, and I watch nearly anything they do, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Harrison Ford, Ryan Gosling, but I don't think I have a very favourite. I don't think I do. Hi, I bet you can't wait for Star Wars on 4K. You know, it's one of those things. The only ones that I think are going to look amazing on 4K is the new ones. And the only one of them I really want to watch in 4K is The Last Jedi. Because that film is stunning. So is The Force Awakens, actually. And so is The Rise of Skywalker to a certain extent. But I don't have that much interest in watching any of them anymore. Just because The Rise of Skywalker ruined the sequels for me. I just watched the new series of Friday Night Dinner, mate. Have you seen it? Oh, I'm gonna hurt your feelings here, Poppy and Luke's channel. I'm not a fan of Friday Night Dinner. I've had many debates with some of my friends who love this TV show. It's just not something I connect with, unfortunately. I love The Inbetweeners though. I love the TV show that the writers used to do. Have you considered trying The X-Files? I have. I need to watch it. I know I do. If you can pick, what film do you like? Oh, The Dark Knight or Iron Man 2 as well. I would say that I'd pick The Dark Knight over Iron Man 2. Yes. Have you got any social medias? Yes, if you just go to any of my other videos, like recent ones, if you go to like my last video, you'll be able to follow my Instagram, although I don't think the link works. So if you type in James_Lack_, or if you go to my Off to the Movies Instagram, you'll be able to see my name there. You can follow me there. My Twitter's in there as well, and all my podcast links are in there. Do you like the old Doctor Who series? Yeah, I've been getting those classic Doctor Who sets have been releasing, so I've just been watching them as they come out. You know what? I'm going to subscribe to you. You seem like a cool guy. Thank you, the FSU. That's much appreciated, my friend. It's it means a lot. Thank you. Where have we got to? I love how you instantly pick up whatever mention. Like, you always have whatever movie game to... I've got things handy. There are some things I don't have handy. If you want me to talk about Batman, it's all the way out there. I have to go grab it. Or Marvel. But I've got some bits handy here. I've got my live action Disney. I've got some Disney animated. I've got my Fast and Furious. I've got some Star Wars. My games are literally right here. I've got a little stool for my games, which is the camera's set on top of. Come on, Disney, get your butts move. Let's get the last 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Blu-ray boxes. I agree. I really want ABC. Well, they're actually Amazon exclusives, I believe, the box sets. So I think it's Amazon that we need to get onto about those. You should definitely watch Togo. It's on Disney Plus. I really need to. I really do. Hello, LRCG Gaming. Oh no, it's LRC Gaming. I read the capital G there. did one, but Tim Dalton did Living Night, Silence to Kill. I don't know what they are, my friend. I'm afraid these Timothy Dalton films. Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones? I always liked Tywin Lannister, Charles Dance. He was really one of my favorites in it. What is the worst X-Men movie? Oh, see, is it X-Men Origins? Because that is technically the worst, but Hugh Jackman's in it and he's super fun and charismatic. Or is it Dark Phoenix? Because that film is super bad as well. Maybe not quite as bad, but there's no one that charismatic in it for that long. Michael Fassbender's great in it, but he's not in it that much. So, I don't know. It's between those two. I'd honestly rather stick on Origins just to watch Hugh Jackman. So, I think I'm going to go with Dark Phoenix, even though I know technically Origins is worse. Are you going to get... Oh, I just lost the comment. Where was it? There it is. Are you going to get Batman, the 80th anniversary collection? Because I just ordered it and it's coming tomorrow. I probably won't. But it looks cool though. It looks cool. It's something I wouldn't not want to have, but you know, can't get everything. Perhaps one day you should show us some more movie box sets you haven't talked about. I should. To be honest, most of them are in my Blu-ray, my complete Blu-ray collection. I just don't go into detail about them. So maybe I could pull a couple out, maybe do some, like these nice sets I pulled out earlier, which I've got laying down here. So, that is a good idea for a video topic at some point. Where did we get to? Hello, Time of the Whovians United. Hello. More Doctor Who fans, fantastic. Love Doctor Who. Have you seen This Is Spinal Tap? I have not seen that. What's your favourite space movie? Well, you've got to go Star Wars, isn't I? But if you want a somewhat more realistic, grounded one, even though this is not realistic, but it is more grounded, Interstellar is a fantastic movie. I love that film. Have you seen Parasite? Oh, no, I read that wrong. Paradise. PD on Netflix. I have not. Cats was crap. Jaws of Revenge was so bad it's funny. I didn't find Jaws of Revenge funny. I didn't. I thought that one was just bad. I found Cats more funny because I was just confused. I'll tell you a funny story about Cats. Me and a big group of friends said, it looks terrible. We've got to go see it. And we were all like, no, we got to get drunk and go see it. So we went to my local Wetherspoons. Sorry, kids, don't listen to me here. I'm going to be bad influenced. We necked a lot of drink, I'll put it that way. We went into the cinema with more drink. And we watched Cats. And I remember when Idris Elba just disappeared for the first time, we all just kind of looked at each other like, what the... Why is he disappearing? He's meant to be a cat. But it was great because the whole audience was laughing and talking throughout it. Because I really hate talking through films in cinemas. But when other people started doing it, none of us felt that guilty. It was a bit like, oh, okay, we can laugh and go, what was that? You know, we weren't literally talking through it, but making comments. So I had a really fun experience with Cats. Have you listened to every Elton John album? I've listened to nearly all. I like his early stuff. I've listened to like 15 Elton John albums, I'd say. Have you seen the Matrix trilogy? Yes. Which is the favourite to least favourite? I think they progressively get worse. The first one's great, and then the other two are just not. I know you're not much of a horror fan, but what is your favourite horror you've seen? I really like The Shining. But in all honesty, my favourite one was actually one that I saw last year. I haven't seen many. I'm not good with horrors. I'm very generic. This is going to be a very pathetic answer, I know. But this is a good film. I really enjoyed Ready or Not that came out last year. I thought that was a really good film. What's your thoughts on The Timeless Children? Time of the Whovians United. Look, I love Doctor Who. But that final episode of Series 12 was one of the worst things I've ever watched. it crapped on so much stuff that I loved. And not only that, it was just poorly executed. The acting was bad. The pacing was awful. The cutting was terrible. It was just not... Even if you take out the disrespectful plot, it wasn't a well-made TV episode. It was bad. Which X-Men film is better, Logan or Days of... Logan. Logan's the best one. What's your favourite theme song from a movie or TV series? Harry Potter always wins for me. Game of Thrones is up there. You know, I gotta go Star Wars for movies. It's just my childhood, embellished in one piece of music. For TV, I probably would be Game of Thrones. I really like. No, I'm not gonna do Game of Thrones. I'm gonna go with a Doctor Who theme tune. I'm gonna go with a Series 4 theme tune from Doctor Who. Again, it's my childhood. What's your favourite series of Doctor Who? Series 4. That kind of flowed straight into each other really well there, didn't it? Okay, I'm lost where I was again. What's your favourite series of Doctor Who? There we go. Will you sell your Doctor Who Blu-rays once you get all the classic Doctor Who boxes? Nah, I'm gonna keep my Blu-rays. You know, I've only got one copy of each Doctor Who series up there, so I'll be keeping them. I choose Liam Neeson as my favourite actor. He's a good actor, to be fair. What's your favourite Marvel TV show? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love your unboxing videos, mate. What do you think will be your next unboxing? I don't know what film's out next that I'm getting. It might actually be Rise of Skywalker. So, yeah, it might actually be that. I think I can hear your family in the background. Oh, yeah, they're up here in a minute. They're all having their showers and getting ready for bed. Do you watch Friends? My sister does. So when my sister's downstairs watching it, and I'm downstairs, I watch Friends. What are you drinking, mate, if you don't mind me asking? That's fine. I brought this up earlier. I'm drinking hooch. So this is how much longer the podcast or the live stream has got. When this is gone, I think I'll end it. In a gin glass, because that's what people do, isn't it? Have you seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I have. It's a great show. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. Has it ever happened to you that you watch a movie for the first time and you end up either disappointed or not liking it? Yeah, all the time. I go to see films all the time that I want to be good, and I walk out just really gutted that it wasn't. Pixar's latest film, Onward. I love Pixar. I hold them to very high standards, and Onward just wasn't great. It was more on the average side, so yeah, it happens. The Rise of Skywalker, there's nothing more that I want than to love a Star Wars film. It's my favourite series of films. And when I hated it, it was so disappointing and so upsetting. But it happens. But after rewatching it, you might end up liking it a bit more. It happened to me with Interstellar. I don't know if there's been a film that I really disliked and started to like more. I don't want to sound big-headed, but normally first impressions for me do tend to stick a bit with films. I don't know. At the minute, nothing's springing to me. Films. There are films that have weakened over time for me. I remember walking out Pirates of the Caribbean 5, thinking, "Oh, that was all right." Watched it at home. I was like, "What was I thinking? That was awful." Do you like The Big Bang Theory? Not for me, unfortunately. Love Christopher Nolan, but I was disappointed for the first time I saw that movie. Now after watching it, oh, I'm taking you mean Interstellar. I love Interstellar. First watch, I loved it. That might be my favourite Christopher Nolan film, actually. What film is your favourite? It's either A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back. Oh my god, there's so many comments here. I apologise if I don't get to everyone's comments. I'm going to say that in advance, because I'm not going to be here too much longer. Rank the Dark Knight trilogy from least favourite to favourite. Well, Rises is definitely the weakest. Batman Begins, then The Dark Knight. What's your favourite Rocky movie? Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. Haven't seen Rocky. Favourite U2 album? The Joshua Tree. What did you think of Dr. Sleep's then, mate? Oh, Dr. Sleep. I thought because there's been a lot of Doctor Who talk, I thought it was a Doctor Who episode then. I really enjoyed Dr. Sleep. I thought it was a really, really good movie. And the very next question is also about Dr. Sleep. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. Love Obi-Wan Kenobi in it. What's your favourite David Fincher movie? I would have to go 7. I'm not too sure. I don't really know what films he's done, to be honest, off the top of my head. The best film is The Godfather. Do you agree? No. I like the film. I've only seen the first one. I still haven't seen part 2 or 3. I like it, but it's definitely not my favourite film. What is your favourite movie of all time? Again, it's either A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back. I just love those two films. Do you buy 4K Blu-rays? I've got a couple in my collection, just a couple. If you ever want a classic horror with a slight bit of dark comedy, An American Werewolf in London from 81, classic film. I'll have to check it out. I like that kind of horror where there's a bit of comedy in it. Did you watch Series 1 of Doctor Who for the 15th anniversary? Nah, I haven't really been doing any of those rewatches, to be honest. I'm normally a bit too busy or I'm watching something else. I haven't actually watched any Doctor Who in my isolation yet. Maybe I'll pull something out over the weekend, something. I noticed I still have yet to do a David Tennant episode on these live rewatches. I know the thoughts on Rise of Skywalker episode 9 is up there, but purchased the Best Buy exclusive yesterday. Watched the long movie. Isn't half bad. People are helping. I can't lie. I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to talk about Rise of Skywalker too much. But when people ask me questions about it, I'm gonna answer. I don't think I'm ever gonna like this movie. The Rise of Skywalker just offended me. So yeah, David Tennant's last 2 Doctor Who episodes just make me cry every time. There's only a couple of times I've ever cried watching TV, and one of them was when David Tennant regenerated. That broke me as a human. Have you seen The Gentleman, and what did you think? I loved The Gentleman. I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan. There's only a couple of films of his which I didn't like, so I have watched them all now. I'm going to watch them all. Great filmmaker. No, that's what I just read. Did you enjoy It Chapter 2 more than the first one? No, I liked the first It film more. I thought the second one was a bit bloated. Who would you want for the next Doctor? Me. No, I don't know. I really don't know who I'd cast as Doctor Who. You wouldn't want it to be a big actor, so I'm trying to think of small, obscure actors in my head, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I never seen an hourglass filled with alcohol before. There you go. This is podcast again. This is a gin glass. This is a proper gin glass. But yeah, for some reason I'm drinking hooch in it. But this is a gin glass. This is meant for gin. What is your favourite Toy Story film? I think I've got to go with the first one. What is your favourite film you have seen recently, mate? Probably The Gentleman of 2020. In the last couple of weeks, I've watched about 5 or 6 films though, like new films, and one of them was The Hunt, and I actually really enjoyed that movie. Are you going to get the Walking Dead box set when it finishes? No, because I've got them all individually. So, I don't even know when it's going to finish. I don't think that's been announced. I know it hasn't been announced, but I don't think that's coming up anytime soon. What film should I watch now? Go watch What We Do in the Shadows by Taika Waititi. Incredible movie. I think Monsters Inc. predicted the virus with 2319. It's funny, I saw so many memes about this is how Disneyland should have handled coronavirus when they were shutting the parks. I was like, maybe a bit soon, but it is kind of funny. What are you drinking? Hooch in a gin glass. Highly recommend Godfather 2. I need to watch that. Top 5 TV shows. Here we go. Black Sails. Peaky Blinders. Game of Thrones, but just finish at Series 7. Just don't go any further. You don't need to. The Mandalorian. Oh, this is so difficult because I'm trying to go through like Netflix shows and stuff in my head now. That's really difficult because I really want to say The Boys, but I really like The Dark Crystal. I'm going to go with The Boys because I think it's a bit more of a safer option. Have you watched Smallville? I've seen a few episodes. I've seen bits and bobs online. Last question. Best to least best of the 4 Beatles films. Hard Day's Night is the best. Help, Yellow Submarine, and then the unwatchable Magical Mystery Tour. American Werewolf in London, Blue Moon Rising. Oh, hang on, I've lost it. Keep losing where I am. There's the top 5. There we are. Okay, favourite classic Doctor Who season. Well, I've only seen the ones that have been released in these box sets. So I'm going to go with the first box set, Series 12. That was really good. So Tom Baker's first season. Have you seen Talk More Talk, a solo Beatles show with me? Yes. Not for me. not my cup of tea, my friend. Films you should check out. Under the Silver Lake, starring Andrew Garfield. I've seen that film. The Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey. Boom. Look at that. There it is. What a weird movie. I love it. I love it. Do you collect steelbooks? No, I'm not a fan of the old steelbooks. In your opinion, would you say Blu-ray holds up well on large-sized TVs such as 65 inches, or do you start looking at less sharp and pixelated? Well, no, it's always going to hold up better. The thing with TVs is it depends I don't know how much technology is always improving. It depends how close you're sitting to your TV. That's all it comes down to. I love that. Have you seen The Invisible Man? I saw The Invisible Man, yes. I did see that. It was a good movie. Keep up the great content, James. Would like to see Black Widow, Disney Plus, given the current situation. No, I really hope Black Widow doesn't come to Disney Plus. I'd rather wait and see it on the big screen. It's never going to come to Disney Plus. It's never going to come to Disney Plus. The Marvel movies make way too much money. It's just not going to happen. Do you like Call Me By Your Name or Beautiful Boy? I haven't seen Call Me By Your Name, but Beautiful Boy's good. Hi, movie reviews. Oh, where are we? Are you watching Fear the Walking Dead? And what are your thoughts on it? I've seen the first 4 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead, so I haven't seen 5. I actually really enjoyed the first 3 seasons. They were surprising. 4 sucked. 4 was bad. My hourglass thing was a joke about... Yeah, I know it was. Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows TV series on BBC iPlayer? No, I really need to. I know. I desperately need to see this because Mark Hamill's been cast in the 2nd season as well, so very excited about that. Hi, my name is Rihan. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong, by the way. Have you seen Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol? Can you give me some about to do a video on my YouTube channel in December? I've seen Ghost Protocol. Again, that's another one I've got handy. Look at that, there it is. I really like this movie. There's not much to dislike. It's got great action, it's great acting, it's really well paced, the action scenes are really well done, choreography's great, and good on Tom Cruise for, climbing up that bloody building. What a man. What do you think of Doctor Who Series 12? It was bad. Yeah, I didn't like it. Top 5 MOVU movies. I don't know what that means. What does MOVU mean? Oh, I see. You don't know what top 5 movies. Oh God. Well, I'm a big fan of these classic 70s to 90s blockbusters. New Hope, Empire, Aliens, Terminator 2, Jurassic Park. Well, we'll feel bad because I haven't included Lord of the Rings. I'll go with those 5. Where was that one? Do you like Janis Joplin? I'm not too sure who that is off the top of my head. Is it someone who I should know? I probably should. Most of these people I should know. I don't know. How many Criterions do you own? Are you a horror fan. I like horror, I'm not that good with it. I don't know many. I'm very uneducated on the genre of horror. I own a few Criterion Blu-rays. Best Clone Wars series in your opinion? And as of the current episodes, what do you think Series 7? I think Series 7's been going really well. I couldn't rank the episodes individually. But my favourite series of the Clone Wars is probably Series 3 or 4? 3 or 4? I don't know. I'm going to go with 4, actually, because there's that really cool Bounty Hunter story arc, which I always watch, where Obi-Wan becomes... What's his name? Morally Vol or something like that, or maybe that's the bounty hunter who's in charge of this job, but they all go in a big box and there's like a Hunger Games for bounty hunters and Obi-Wan's in there. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up in a minute, guys. I'm just gonna pre-warn you, 9 o'clock. I'm finishing. We've got 7 minutes, okay? Where do we get to? Do you think Disney should buy the rights to Spider-Man? Or do you think he belongs to Sony? He definitely doesn't belong with Sony. 100% doesn't. He belongs with Marvel. Doesn't belong with Disney. Doesn't belong with Sony. He just belongs with the rest of the Marvel family. And Disney have that. So, yes, technically, he belongs with Disney. But, will Marvel buy the rights to him? It's probably not that profitable to him at the minute. Because Sony won about 7 billion for him. And he's only just had his first film, which has made over $1 billion. So they'd have to make like 8 films, roughly, for it to be profitable. Maybe a bit less because of the merchandise. So it's just not profitable for them. So I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Did you make a review of Game of Thrones Series 8? No, I didn't. Couldn't bring myself to talk about it. What a load of shit. Have you seen any of John Carpenter's movies? If so, which... I might have. I'm not sure. I might have. I'm really not sure there. Have you seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? No. Hi James, hope you're keeping well. If you like Kurt Russell, you should check out The Thing from the 1981. I've seen that movie and it's fantastic. I just need to buy it. Hello Matthew. Have you... Oh, I've just lost where I was. Have you watched that Tiger show on Netflix? No, I need to watch it. It's like 7 episodes, I think, about horrible man who went and killed like tigers in Africa. Horrible person, but I hear the documentary is good. What is your favourite Stranger Things season? First one. Have you seen the film Legend, which stars Tom Hardy? Yes, I have. I have seen this. I can't remember it, but I have seen this film. Have you seen the new Batgirl series? Yeah, I watched the first episode, thought it was appalling. Saw everyone else online was bashing it. Was like, I'm done. What is your opinion on the Death Proof, if you've seen it? I actually haven't seen that. That's one of the Quentin Tarantino films I still need to see. There's like 3 Quentin Tarantino films I need to see. That, Jackie Brown. There's one more. There is one more Quentin film I need to see. But I've seen all the latest ones, and I've seen Pulp Fiction, obviously, Kill Bills. Will you be getting the release of the George A. Romero Dawn of the Dead Blu-ray in October? Probably not. Oh, Janis Joplin is a 60s musician. No idea. Oh, Ben Whishaw is a... Oh, I know who you mean. I know who you mean. I know who you mean about this guy being a potential Doctor Who. I do know who you're on about now. Are you staying safe? Yeah. You know, my company they rang me straight after Boris done his little speech a couple of weeks ago and said stay at home, and my boss rang me straight after and said stay at home. I was like, okay, sure thing. Favourite McCartney archive sets? Ram. Do you love the Stolen Earth and Journey's end from Doctor Who? It's my favourite. I love that. I remember being so hyped as a kid. I just remember when the credits were coming up, it was like, it's time David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Billy Piper, Freema Agyeman, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and John Barrowman, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the hell? That was my Avengers when I was a kid. Do Do you think Black Panther was overrated? A little bit. I think the first 2 acts of the film are really good, and the last act bottles it a bit. Sorry I was gone so long. Have you listened to Pet Sounds? Yes, I've listened to Pet Sounds. Very good album. When do you think the cinemas will open back up? I think it's going to be a few months still. Halloween is John Carpenter's film. Oh, I haven't seen the original Halloween. Surprisingly, I've only seen the new one, which I didn't even like. Did you see Onward in the cinema? I loved it. I did see Onward in the cinema. I thought it was okay. I wish Disney should make a agreement deal with Universal's and Mark Ruffalo. Get another solo Hulk film. Just get a Hulk trilogy. I'm not really that fussed about Hulk. He's one of the least interesting main Avengers to me. So I'm not too fussed there. Plus, he's going to pop up in She-Hulk, so we'll see him. Will you be getting the Flaming Pie archive? Probably. Do you like Breaking Bad? I've only seen the first season. I know I need to watch it. I know. I get this off my colleagues at work. I know I need to watch it. Has your opinions on Hounds of Love changed? Do you still think it's one of her weakest albums? It is since I heard her later stuff. As Kate Bush. Favourite band? Well, it has to be the Beatles. Has to be. Spider-Man 3 has announced its title, Spider-Man Stay at Home. Don't forget, guys, I'm going to finish in when this is done. I'm going to stay for 3 more minutes. Will you do a room tour? Already done it. The scores on David Tennant's Big Who episodes are amazing. They are. Doctor Who Series 4, it's like you had that, still had that early Doctor Who theme going, but they amped up the drums and the bass and it was amazing. Top 5 Doctor Who companions. Donna, Martha, Amy, Rose. No, Sarah Jane Rose. I haven't seen many of the originals, so, yep. Do you think Spider-Man 3 is the greatest movie ever made because of that emo dance scene? Of course. Of course. Or Spider-Man isolating from home. Spider-Man Stay at Home. I like that one. What do you think of the album Plastic Letters? Ooh, what is Plastic Letters? I don't know that off the top of my head. Have you listened to Black Bear? If not, you should. I should. Favorite Bowie album? Ziggy Stardust and Spiders from Mars. And last question, because I finally caught up with all the comments. I'm going to make this the last question. What did you think of Toy Story 4? I really enjoyed it. I was really worried it was going to be awful. Or just mess up where we got to. And it didn't. So I really enjoyed it. I thought Toy Story 4 was great. That's it. I'm going to call it there, guys, because I said I would. Cheers. Finish this. Thank you so much for coming along, guys. It honestly has been a pleasure. It's been so cool. I still can't believe this. I'm seeing a number up there. 42 people. 42 people turned up to watch me live. This is amazing. Before the quarantine is over, I promise you I'll do another one. I'll probably do another one next week, okay? I promise you guys now. I really enjoyed this. Unfortunately, I've got things on tonight. I'm already late because I was meant to be there at 9. Just a FaceTime thing with a few of my friends. So I'm already late. I'll make sure I do it on a night where I don't have anything going on. So if we want to run over 9 a bit, we can. But I'll do another one next week for all you guys. This has been an absolute pleasure. This has been great. I just can't believe this many people have turned up to watch me. It's amazing. Thank you so much for everyone. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're doing well. And I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. I'll have some more videos up for you in the coming week. And another live stream next week, definitely. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye-bye.